Well, for about 40 some years now, I've been teaching people how to take advantage of government programs. And the latest rendition of that is called Let's Go Help. And it's a service that we have platforms, one on Facebook, another one off Facebook, where we help you step by step to identify what government programs are available and help you apply for them. Because you'll never find it on YouTube, and you know that, or Google, or any of these other places. Yeah. So we give personal help to do that. Now, in addition to that, to help teach people how to do that, we have two current programs to help for members. So if you're a member of Let's Go Help, and that's letsgohelp.com, and it's $20 if you're not a member. And what we do there, we have two programs currently. You could apply for a $1,000 grant that ends December 4th, and then we give like 110 people will get $1,000 or $500 if they tell us how they would spend $1,000. The easiest application in the world, don't have to worry about it. You just tell them, what do you do with $1,000 and your email. Actually, I'm going to probably get phone in there because we can't find all the people who won. So we got to get another way to get these people to win. And so we have that. Now that's by December 4th, you have to apply for that. Thank you. So the other way is we're giving out 25 free laptop computers. Now this is a little more complicated because it's to get you to learn how to research. A lot of people think they just need to go on the internet and fill out an application, but no, you have to call people. So the thing for this is in every city there are offices, nonprofit organizations that give out free computers, okay? And you could find these by going to 211.org or findhelp.org. Put in computers and you'll see a list of them, and you start calling them to see if you're eligible, okay? Now, if you call a bunch of these and you're not eligible, then you could apply for us. Now, our application for that is on our Let's Go Help 2. So if you're a member and you're not using Let's Go Help 2, there's a free link in the Facebook page. You could get into Let's Go Help 2 and look for the group. We have a special group that says, win a free laptop computer, okay? So that's what you have to do, is find that group, and the requirements are there, and you see we have some winners already, and we're just going to give out to the first 25 that follow the rules, okay? And so we have half a dozen or a dozen already, so we have a lot more computers, to give out. So if you're a member or want to do this, and by the way, if you're not a member, remember that what we do every day, we train people to get grants from the government. The government's not giving out $60,000 like I do. Well, the government gives out an average of $14,000 for every adult in the United States. That's how many grants they give out every year to people. Now, my mission, until I die, I'll be trying to teach people how to contact that and how to take advantage of that. The rich people all do it. They don't need help. I started this business by helping rich people, but they're boring. They just want the money. They have no soul, it seems, most of them. I mean, that's certainly not 100%, but they're boring to work for. and they don't even need the money. So I don't want to help people who don't need it. I want to help people who need it. And I think half this country needs it. Half the country is living on, $50,000, $60,000 a year or less, and they don't have $500 to solve a financial emergency. So that means half our population doesn't have $500 in the bank to solve a financial emergency. That's my market. That's where I want to teach you how there's thousands and thousands of dollars, not only for emergencies, but for other things like starting a business or buying a house or getting an education, train for a better job, fixing up your car, fixing the roof, or whatever. All these things, that's where you need that solved before you're living hand to mouth and don't have that cushion. So let me show you a cushion that the government has set up, but it didn't set up too good of a system to let you know where to go. So that's right. I feel I'm in town to tell you where to go. See, there's Abe up there. Abe Lincoln Memorial right behind me. So that's what I want to spend the rest of my life doing, is just telling people where to go. I'm not a big enough bully to tell people where to go because they piss me off. I want to tell people where to go who need help. And that's why it's called Let's Go Help. And people, the members are just terrific. The members help members all the time. So that's what's so nice. I'm thinking, even if I die, man, this thing could go on without me because the members are getting more important. They're telling every day I read stories about members who got this over there, and here's where to do it and help other people. Hey, no, you call this guy, not that guy, and everything. And you don't need a grant writer. Forget grant writers. If you think you need a grant writer, you're too rich, and you'll need something too big. But for the average stuff that most people need, you don't need a grant writer. Don't worry about it. It's be 2 or 3 blanks, 2 or 3 pages to fill in the blanks, and that's it, okay? I'm struggling, going to try my best. Yes, and that's, I mean, if you don't have the $20, then use these, go to findhelp.org and put in the problem you're having with rent or housing or whatever, and don't just look for something to apply to. Hi, thank you, man. That's pretty good. To apply to, call those people that help people with rent. You want to talk to them, and say, hey, maybe you don't have a program, but maybe you could suggest another program that I could help me with my problem. They're going to know something better than I would even, because they're in the business of helping people in your neighborhood solve that kind of problem. So what you want to do is talk to people who solve problems like this. I'm an overview kind of guy. I could show you the people who are in business to solve those problems. Now what you have to do, the next step, and that's why you need a phone, but you need a computer to really, you're going to miss a lot of stuff if you don't have a laptop. And that's why we're trying to get people aimed with laptop. And a laptop isn't to go and search Google. You don't want to do that until you know the name of a program for sure and where it is. You don't search Google trying to solve a problem. You search Google to find something you already know is there. When you don't know something is there, then you have to use people. And that's what a phone is for. You use people to find out where and what is there for solve your problem. You think you should, there should be a program for you, but you don't. It'll be called something you never even thought of. It's going to be, not like you imagine. The world doesn't get up and say, well, let's see, I think Lesko needs this and is going to look for it by this name and everything, so we'll put that. That's nonsense. These laws, these programs come up because there's 500 people on Capitol Hill deciding what to say and what to call it and what to do it and whatever. And that's by committee. So everybody has to get their 2 cents in. So by the time it comes out the other end, it's no idea what the hell it is if you read it until you get into the fine print. That's why you got to find those people who know the fine print. And that's the people who help people with these kinds of problems. And whether it's starting a business, see, there's people in the government that get grants just to help you start a business and to know about the programs that are out there to help you start a business. That's who you want to talk to. You don't want to go and apply for a program that you think is for business. It may or may not be, and you're probably wasting time. So you want to talk to somebody who's read all that. It's sort of like asking a plumber, you want to fix your first toilet, and maybe it's this, maybe it's that, and you figure it out, and then, oh, no, it's not that. Then you go on Facebook or YouTube and find out how to fix toilets, and then, oh, I don't have these tools, I have to go out and buy tools. So it's time and money you're wasting by not going to an expert who knows it and not an expert who charges you. See, if you go to Google, all you're going to find are experts that want your money because they have to pay Google money to be able to find you. So you don't want those people because there's people out there who know even better because they spend their whole time helping people, not selling to people. So the people who spend time selling to people, they know how to get your money. And they'll get it from you, man, because we're not that good. And they study this all the time. And you don't stand a chance of getting away from them because they know how to push your buttons. They think about it 24 hours a day. You want to talk to people who think about solving people's problems 24 hours a day and helping 100 people a day solve their problems. They're the people who really have the stuff that you want to know. And they're free because they get government grants. They don't have to try to get money from you to survive. They're already getting money from the government. So they're getting grants to be there to help you with it. It's like, if you have financial problems, no, you call the free financial counselors that are all over the country and getting government. And you won't find them in Google because Google wants to get money from you. The financial counselors do nothing but make sure you know the programs that are available, for you to solve your problem. That's what they're there for. And you have access to them just because you live in this country. It doesn't matter what, okay? So if you want to do two things, one is get $1,000 for Christmas, okay? And you have to apply for that by November 4th. And all you have to do is tell us what you would do with $1,000. And you want to apply for a free computer. So that means you don't have enough money to buy a new computer or even have it. A lot of people use their phone, and you need more than a phone, I think, to do this well. You need a laptop. So we're giving away 25 laptops. So apply for one of those. You sign up for letsgohelp.com, and when you get the information, there's a link to Let's Go Help 2. Everybody who belongs to Let's Go Help gets a free link to Let's Go Help 2. You go to Let's Go Help 2 and find the group. There's groups in Let's Go Help. Groups. A tab on the left-hand side. Groups. Not grouper, but groups. Okay? And you find the group called Win a Laptop Computer. You go there and you put in your story. But before you put in your story, you read the report there, and it gives you you have to call 211.org, and you call the companies in 211.org who give out computers and find help. So you call a bunch of them. You could see the applications we've approved already, what they look like, and you do that, and then fill out, just start a chat, or what do you call it, post it there, and that's your application. Review it. If you get it, then we're going to ask you for your address and send you a computer. Brand new, in the box, warranty and all. Better than the free ones you'll get from the nonprofits, because most of them are refurbished. They're just as good, tell you the truth. But these are brand new, out of the box, warranty and all. Okay, so that's what you want. You need a computer to deal with this, and that's why we're giving them out to members who don't have the right tools to get the help they need. All we're here is to help people get the help they need, and their help is out there, but it takes work on your part, and it takes having the right tools to get the work. Having the right tools is, you can do it with a phone. It's just going to be harder and take you longer, but also you need that phone, because when you find the right sources, like I just told you, these give out free computers, you call them. The most important thing is calling people, not knowing the website. It's calling, okay? You're knowing the website to get the phone, but call them and wait on hold as long as it can. Have them call you back or whatever. Be ready to settle in. I mean, if you haven't had $50,000 for how long? So what the hell? It takes a few more hours on the phone, to get closer. That's nothing, And we're all so impatient. I'm the same way. I mean. That's why you have to beat it into yourself. You say, let's go, you lazy shit, stay on the phone, call them back, whatever. Otherwise you're going to get nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You can get 100% of nothing. Yeah. But 1% of something is good money. So that's letsgohelp.com. And if you don't want Facebook, you could go letsgohelp2.co. So letsgohelp.com, and you get both. But if you hate Facebook, you go right to Let's Go Help, the number 2, and then .co. And when you're there at Let's Go Help 2, you can also go back and use Facebook if you want. But when you belong to one, you belong to both. So buy one and get one free. Take care. It's getting cold.